back to Spawn Respawn. I'm here checking out Necrobarista with Damon, lead writer on the project. How are you, man?
Exhausted.
Yes.
I want to be horizontal forever.
It's been a bit of a hectic weekend. Tell us a little bit about this very beautiful game.
Yeah, well, Necrobarista is a cinematic visual novel set in a Melbourne cafe frequented by the spirits of the recently deceased who visit it for their last cup of coffee before moving on to the afterlife.
That's an awesome premise for a game. Really cool. What was your inspiration for making that kind of world building? Obviously it's in Melbourne, but with the whole speaking with the undead thing.
The team really wanted to work on like a sort of a fantasy themed game like set in urban Melbourne. And we wanted to do something interesting, like, you know, with the surroundings. You know, Melbourne's a wonderful city, but it's even more wonderful when you've got like dead people walking around, right?
Absolutely. So narrative driven, are you like mainly just kind of in conversations with people, or are there actually mechanics moving around and all that kind of stuff as well?
Yeah, so the narrative is fairly linear because, you know, you look at the game and it's very expensive to make a heavily branching game, and it's insulting to make one that doesn't branch at all. Even if you're like, particularly in regards to giving players like choices that don't mean anything. So it is linear, but in between each chapter, we have these interactive first-person explore sequences where you can walk around the cafe, unlock short stories with keywords that you collect during gameplay, and just soak in the vibes. And there's a new area to unlock every time you do it, so there's a lot to explore.
That sounds really, really interesting. What platforms are you releasing on, and do you have a release date in mind?
Yeah, so it's kind of tough right now. So we're hoping to release on Steam very, very soon. We can't say when because of some red tape, some bureaucracy that's going on. So hopefully Steam very soon, and then PlayStation and Switch next year.
Yeah, very cool. How many on the team that you're working with?
9 or 10. We're not all full-time. But the core team is like 5 or 6 full-time people who work in our office, yeah.
And it looks like you've got some like award kind of information up there. So you've shown the game off around the world by the looks of it, other PAX, Tokyo Game Show. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, so we've been at this PAX 3 times. I think we've been at PAX West twice. Been at TGS the past 2 years, I think. We're at Gamescom last month. The amount of love that we're getting from the Japanese audience is actually really surprising. We're getting so much attention from them.
That's really cool. So coming to like Switch and PlayStation 4, is there a reason why not covering all the console platforms, or is that just a kind of a business decision?
Oh, we just haven't signed with Xbox. I mean, I'm not going to rule it out. It's just not something that we're thinking about right now. And also, we're an indie studio. Like, porting to 2 platforms is hard enough.
Yeah, I literally can't even imagine how difficult it is to have it across multiple platforms.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Very cool, man. Well, thank you so much for your time. It's been really cool to see the game, check it out, and meet you guys here as well. Anything you want to add before we go?
Please wishlist our game on Steam.
Thanks for checking out this series of developer interviews from PAX Australia 2019. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our weekly podcast available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts and Podbean. Just search for Spawn Respawn. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel, and follow us on Twitter at Spawn Respawn PC. Thanks a ton for watching. We'll see you again soon.